Hi, this is Mrs. Arroyo, and today we are on day 2, order 3 objects by length. Go ahead and solve the problem in your head, pause the video if you need to, and press play when you're ready to check. 20 minus 7. You should have 13. 19 minus 12. You should have 7. Today's daily learning target is, I can order 3 objects by length. The standard for today is order 3 objects by length, compare the lengths of 2 objects indirectly by using a third object. Our vocabulary terms are longer and shorter. Longer describes the larger length when 2 objects are compared. Shorter describes the smaller length when 2 objects are compared. Looking at the blue and orange line, we're going to compare their lengths. So you can pause the video and record your answers to fill in the blanks and then press play when you're ready to check your answers. The orange line is blank, then the blue line. The blue line is blank, then the orange line. Use your vocabulary to fill in the blank. All right, if you're ready to check your answers, let's go over it. The orange line is longer than the blue line. The blue line is shorter than the orange line. So quite clearly when we line them up, the ends starting at the same point, we can see that the blue line stops before the orange line. The orange line is bigger than the blue line. So we are going to say the orange line is longer than the blue line, and the blue line is shorter than the orange line. Taryn has 3 toy trucks. The red truck is the longest. The green truck is shorter than the blue truck. Show how she can organize the trucks from shortest to longest. Share your thinking. So let's think about how we can do this. She already told us that the red truck is the longest, so we know we're going to put that at the end. And we can show this from left to right or up and down. I'm going to show you both ways. So let's go ahead and show it from left to right first. Let's put the blue and the red separate and the green separate from each other. So we know that the red truck is the longest, so let's put it over on the right. Then we're going to compare the green and the blue trucks. So we know that the green is shorter than the blue. We can show this by putting them up and down vertically. So when they have the same starting point and we have them stacked on top of each other vertically, we can then see that the green truck is definitely shorter than the blue truck. So we're going to keep the shorter one over here on the left, and then we'll put the blue one in the middle. And again, if you line up the blue and the red evenly, you see that the red is definitely bigger. So we'll have the shortest on the left, medium size in the middle, and largest on the right. Another way you can show this is to line them up vertically or up and down, and this is my favorite way. So let me show you how I do this. Notice that the way I line them up, they all start at the same point and it's even. You don't have them way over here and over there. When you have it stretched out from left to right, it's harder to compare. But when you put it vertically instead of horizontally, or lined up and down instead of side to side, you can tell that these are in order from smallest to biggest or shortest to longest. We're going to do this again with these crayons. So if you want to pause the video and put your guesses down, you can do that, but we're definitely going to check. So let's check by again lining them up vertically. And if you need to, you can move them closer together to make it clearer. Because if they're spaced out too far apart, it might be harder. Again, notice that they are all at the same starting point, end to end, but they don't have the same ending point over here. They have to be lined up on one side. Because they are different lengths, you are not going to have both ends line up. The only way that would happen is if they were all the same length. So with these crayons, we see orange sticks out more than pink, and blue sticks out more than pink. Since pink is over here and it is clearly the shortest, we are going to go and compare orange to blue, and we'll move pink out of the way. Now we can compare orange to blue. Now that we have them lined up and closer together, we're comparing two at a time, and we see that blue extends further than the orange. That means orange, in this case, the orange crayon, is shorter than the blue. So we can actually show this from longest to shortest this time. Now that we have them lined up over on this edge, we compared two crayons at a time. We see that blue is the longest, followed by orange, and then pink is the shortest. Now let's compare these shoes. We have a gray shoe, a pink shoe, and a blue shoe. We want to find the longest shoe and the shortest shoe. So we can line them up so that they have the same starting point. So the heels are all at the same place. Then we're going to see where the toes end. The gray toe ends here, the pink toe ends here, and the blue toe ends here. It's very important that we have the heels of the shoes lined up so that we can see which shoe is bigger. So quite clearly we have pink, that's the smallest. So then we can separate that and compare gray to blue. Now looking at gray to blue, again we have them lined up. We see that the gray shoe is shorter than the blue shoe because the blue shoe's toe extends longer than the gray shoe. So if we're lining them up, shortest to longest, it's going to look like this. The pink shoe is the shortest, gray shoe is in the middle, and the blue shoe is the longest. Now it's your turn to check your understanding. You can draw out the spoons and then draw a line that is shorter than both spoons and shows everything in the order from shortest to longest. You can also take objects in your home and you can show me through a picture sent by Class Dojo or through a text. Just have your parents show me what you did and then tell me using the terms shortest and longest. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.